Joseph Dellaporta, RM2. At the end of my tour in Keppler, I received orders to go aboard the USS Keppler that was stationed out of Newport, Rhode Island. I received a letter from the XO saying that the ship was leaving to go to a Mediterranean tour, and I was very excited because since I come from Italy, I was very excited to go back to Italy to see the country. But what happened was that before I had to go aboard the ship, I received orders to go to another school for an MS that was required on board for a crypto machine. And then I went to a school in Norfolk, Virginia for 6 weeks. Then I received orders, a letter from the XO again saying we're not leaving for the Med. We received orders that the ship is going to change home ports from Newport, Rhode Island to Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. In a way I was disappointed, but I was happy in another way because I would go to the Pacific. When I reported to the Keppler at the end of 1969, it was interesting because I had been aboard a voyaging ship, but not military ship. But it was interesting, and finding that the quarters were not that elaborate. The bunk that I had, and just a small closet to put all my stuff. So it was in there. But once I was on board the Keppler and got acclimated to it, it was fun. I enjoyed being on board the Keppler. We spent several months maneuvers there, waiting for orders to leave and go to Pearl. It was exciting. It was something that I was looking for. We had actually our chief, while we were sailing, we were off the coast of, not too far from, I'll say Gitmo. We received a message that our chief's mother had passed, and in order for him to go home to the funeral, we had to go to, we pulled, we steered towards Gitmo a little bit closer. Helicopter came over, airlifted the chief so that he could go home to his funeral. That was an exciting thing, just to witness that happening. When we left, we went through the Panama Canal to go to the west side, which was a very exciting and adventure for me. It was something that you don't see that often, or that was the only time I've seen it actually. Then when we went to through the Panama Canal, I found that intriguing, exciting, going through the locks, and here's the ship going into a lock and water filling up, lifting it up, going to the next one and doing more, and then the other side. It was very exciting. I took a lot of pictures going through the locks, so it was fun. That was a very exciting and to do that when we went through that. Then when we landed went to the other side, which we had a very humid weather. I recall that we had a difficult times communication, all our communication wasn't working because of the weather. And the only communication that worked was Morse code. And we had an urgent message that had to go out, and the only way we could get it out was through Morse code. With all the advances in technology, well, at that time, compared to today, it's different, but it was Morse code. That was the only time that we actually used Morse code on board the ship. Then we stopped in San Diego, and we went on to Pearl Harbor.